Gas stoves, are they worth the money? Let's get into it. So guys, gas stoves, cheap, simple camping stoves. Are they any good? Are they good for the money? Pros and cons, what can go wrong, and how safe are they to use? Now, for the price of these, I mean, I've been looking around. These are about generally £8 at the minute on TikTok. What's £8? They range from about £8 to £25 again, depending on where you get them from. Most third-party companies will try and put a fee onto it, and I just don't see the point. They're all generic. They're all pretty much the same. They're all built the same. They even, they're identical, even in the wording. Now, for the price of, minimum £8 to get a stove, you won't get any gas with that. Just sometimes on the deals and the packages and things, you'll get like a 4-pack of gas, which are these. Now, this runs on these, for those that don't know, 227 gram. You can get 4 of these in a pack for about £4 to £5 at the minute. They're out of season, so they're pretty cheap at that at the minute. There are better deals for 18 packs, 52, 72 packs, things like that on eBay and stuff. And then they work out at about £1.50 a can, which is great, especially with the way today is at the minute in the UK, imminent threat of WW3, and the weather is just horrendous in certain parts of the country. There's power outages, there's gas shortages and things like that. There's flash flooding everywhere. For something that's £8 that you can cook off grid, in the event of an emergency, I think that's absolutely great. Now, these basically open up at the sides, for those that don't know, and all you have is a simple valve system and then a simple sliding system that will slide when you push that button. Now, these gases cartridges go in, and there's a little notch in there, and that just basically goes in there and clicks in, sits in, dead easy to do. There is instructions on the top, and there also is a how-to manual that comes with them. Now, I've been sent in this one, and I've already got 2 or 3 of these myself. I've even got double ones as well, which I'll do a review on them later on, because they're fantastic, because I used 2 burners on them ones, and you can use 2 different sorts of gas supply for them. So this is basically your simple instructions, nothing too fancy. Easily shows you how to do it in 9 different steps. Obviously, keep out of the way of kids, any blowing laundry and things like that, which you wouldn't really do in the first place. Do not obviously overboil, and be careful of the wind and any other flammables that are knocking around. Pretty straightforward, all in English, which is quite surprising. So what you do on these is you click that button down. Now, that's locked the gas in. So all you need to do now is flick that on. You can hear a slight hiss, and then when you turn that dial all the way to the bottom, it'll click, and that'll sort your igniter out, your piezo. Now, these are pretty straightforward. They're all generic, they're all cheap. Eventually they start discolouring, but for what they are, they work really well. I mean, you can hear it creak and stuff. They're just not made the best, but they are what they are. They'll hold a pot on there easy, just to cook, in an emergency. They come in different colours, slightly different shapes as well. I've done some videos in the past, which check them out, guys, because I've got a lot of videos on camping stuff now, and they're getting really good with different things that I'm using and setups and stuff, and people are generally really liking it. I'm getting some good feedback on it, so I appreciate all that. So basically, these, again, they're just cheap as chips to buy. I think for an emergencies, they're great. These generally come off, and you can turn them upside down, and then that will fit in generally a box. Dead simple, small little travel case. Not the best, bit flimsy, but again, for something that's for an emergency, I really do hope that people start having things like this knocking around, because again, the way things are going, it's kind of frightening at the moment. And I just want people to start being ready and stop sort of trusting, the grid so much with the way things are. Try and start becoming a bit more self-sufficient, even if it's only in, gas stoves or, you know, power stations and things like that. Making sure you've got plenty of, heating. If you've got a log burner, that's great. We've just done a gas heater, which is kind of set up as this. Go check that out. Things, are starting to get a bit crazy out there now, guys. So I thought I'd do just a little demonstration on this for you. Nothing too major. It is what it is. It's a gas stove. We've all seen them. Most people have them, but for those that don't, I'll do a little test on these guys, show you how they work, and we'll take it from there. So guys, what do you think to the testing? 4.5 minutes, 2 litres of water from cold, £8. You can't really beat that. Let me know in the comment section, guys. And just a short disclaimer as usual, please do not operate these indoors without adequate ventilation, okay? I know I always say it in my videos, but safety first, guys. Keep away from children, pets, fabrics, things like that. And I guarantee you now, this will not disappoint. Until the next time, guys, subscribe, like, see you again.